Alright, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well today. The songs that came through for today's reading were We'll Be Alright by Grace Potter, The One You Love by Passenger, Something to Remind You by Stained, and Whiskey and You, and I can't remember, I think it's Chris Stapleton, but I can't remember who sang that one. Anyway, those are the songs that came through for the reading. And I think I'm going to use a little essential oil for this reading. It seems like one that might need it. Spirit, can you please lead, guide, and direct me? Put a hedge of protection around me and the collective as I channel these energies to get a message for the collective. What is it that you would like to say to us today? As long as tomorrow comes, we'll be alright. Alright. As long as we have each other, we'll be alright. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to start out with Instant Magic Oracle today. Instant Magic Oracle, may I have a message, please, for the collective? What message do you have for the collective? Switch the arguments you're playing over in your head to conversations that are filled with love, compassion, and support. So switch the arguments you're having over in your head, or that you're playing over and over in your head. So there's arguments that you're playing over and over in your head. Switch them to conversations that are filled with love, compassion, and support. So there's somebody that you are thinking about and you're arguing in your head about this situation. Spirit is saying switch it to a conversation you're having about love, compassion, and support. Alright, let's see what Sweet Tea for the Soul would say. Sweet Tea for the Soul, what do you have to say this morning? The finger trap. So this is about God met me more than halfway. He filled help me, Spirit. God met me more than halfway. He freed my anxious fears. Psalm 41:4, the message. So you might be having some anxious thoughts, some anxious fears. Change those to conversations about love, compassion, and understanding. You may have likely came into contact with one as a child. A small, colorful cylinder made from woven bamboo. Instructed by your snickering friends to insert your fingers into each end, and discovered to your dismay that your fingers were now trapped inside. The more you pulled outward, the tighter the aptly named finger trap became. After a good laugh, your friends told you the secret to freeing yourself from the trap. Instead of pulling in the outward direction to surrender, you have to move inward. The taut cylinder then releases the fingers captive, and they are free. Ta-da! Faith check. At times, most of us will resort to running away from our problems. But rather than run, we should press into God. In lieu of tensing up, we should relax and quit fighting so hard to break away in our own strength. We can make the impossible work to our advantage by running into God as the impossible. Running into God of the impossible to help us. So You're trying in your own strength to free yourself from a situation where you feel trapped, is what it sounds like to me. All right, now I want to find out how to love ourselves. Love who you are. Spirit wants us to love who we are. All right, Spirit, show us how we can love who we are. What do we need to know to love who we are? Okay, now I've got to change my glasses. I have on sunglasses because I cannot see. And I've got a doctor's appointment to go get my eyes checked next Friday. So thank goodness for that. Alright, we have look beyond the surface. We have the same one we had yesterday. Look beyond the surface. So you're only looking at the surface. Look beyond the surface. Your cards are going on the floor again today, which is okay. That just means you have to reach for them. And then we have protect your boundaries and flock together. So somehow there's this need to flock together, to not be alone. Alright, look beyond the surface. Practice curiosity. Flock together and protect your boundaries. Let's read what's being said here. Number 31. We read that yesterday. Look beyond your boundary. Or look beyond the surface, rather. If the Frog Prince taught us anything, it was that there's more to the story than what appears on the surface. Now is the time to use the eyes of soul. Do not judge based on the current facts. There is something brewing beyond and behind the reality of this current moment. Use your other senses and keen ears to deep listening, the revelation of touch, the scent of magic or danger, the sixth sense of energetic awareness. Your blessings often arrive in disguise. Wolf corruption can dress in sheep's kindness clothing. Now is the time to discern the truth behind appearances. So you have to look beyond the surface. There's somebody in your life who's deceiving you, and you have to look beyond their surface. Because underneath of all that, they are not who they appear to be. So there's somebody who is a fake, a phony. Practice curiosity. In painful times, in happy times, in sad, confusing, and lonely times, choose curiosity over judgment. When you judge a situation, you shrink to fit the proportion of criticism. When you remain curious about what's happening and why, what the motives are, and what hidden factors may be, you open a space for peace and possibility. Judgment is a prison. Curiosity is an adventure. Now is the time to choose choose the attitude that will create the most freedom and space for you to move forward. So this card is about you thinking critically when you need to be thinking about love, compassion, and understanding. So there's a situation that's transpired where you're judging, and it's causing you to feel that Eight of Swords energy, where you feel anxiety, you feel like a prisoner in your own situation. But you need to look beyond the surface, look under the surface at why this person does the things they do. Why do I do the things I do? And you need to be curious rather than be judgmental. Instead of saying, that person is da-da-da-da-da, you need to reframe that and say, that person is something positive. There's something positive that they do. But I'm still going to look beyond the surface, because I know even though I'm reframing this to be positive, that it's really a negative situation. And then flock together, number 34. So there's a need for you to be with others who are like-minded. Number 34. Flock together. When we gather, we have an opportunity to witness and be witnessed. Community strengthens our selfhood and confidence. Seek and celebrate your tribe. If you don't have one, honor the tribe within. There's a multitude of beings inside you, and shiny, happy parts. The sad, confused, messy parts, the wild, unpredictable parts. Many of them are shunned or disparaged. All deserve a place at your table. When we gather our commitment and gather all the pieces of ourselves in sacred communion, we forge a bond of unity that helps sing the soul home. So there's parts maybe of yourself that you're criticizing. You may be criticizing yourself, and you need to look beyond the surface and be curious about the things that you do. And then be in community, even if it's just you. If you don't have a community, be your own community and take a look at those things inside of you that nobody else can see, or that you can't see but everybody else can see. And the best way to see those things is to look in the mirror. The mirror are the people around you. And when somebody does something that irritates you, it's because it's present in you. You might do something totally different. It might not be the same thing that that person does, but at the core of it, at the surface, it's the same. But below the surface, it's going to be unique to each of us. If you understand what I'm saying, you have to look beneath the surface. You have to practice curiosity. Don't blame. Don't be okay. The song that came through was Passenger. She's searching. We're all searching. That's what she said, for someone to share our lives with, for someone to share our beds, or for someone to share our thoughts with, for someone to share our bed. And if you find someone who doesn't try to change you, and if you find someone who doesn't have to blame you, and if you find someone that's something, anyway, they accept you for the way you are. If you find that person who accepts you with a love song and loves you just like I do, you've found the one you love. So now you're having to find your community as well. And then we have protect your boundaries, number 39. You have to protect your boundaries for some reason. And we're going to understand why that is. Protecting your boundaries. One of the best ways to love your fabulous self is to set and maintain your boundaries. You'll have way more energy for things that matter, like your own sovereignty, if you quit spending it on situations that drain you. No is a necessary magic, and it will fuel your enthusiasm when yes shows up. So, what if people don't like or approve of you when you keep true to your most sacred bonds and honoring your needs and sacred self? Your value doesn't come from outside sources. It doesn't even come from within. You were born with it, and it is immeasurable. Act like it. Protect your sacred space. Protect the sacred space of you. So you were born with a sacred space that you deserve. So when somebody asks you to do something, don't just say yes out of obligation, because next thing you know, you've said yes to 10 people about the same day and the same time, and somebody's going to get disappointed. And it's not just going to be all 10 of those people, it's going to be you mostly, because you have overextended yourself and not giving yourself enough value. So in order to value yourself, you have to value your boundaries. Protect your boundaries. Flock together. Get with your community or be your own community. Practice gratitude and practice curiosity. Where did gratitude come from? And look beyond the surface. There's a need to look beyond the surface. There's a need for you to practice curiosity. What is it that's going on here? What is it that's causing this beneath the surface? And flock together. Be with your crowd. Be with your tribe. And protect your boundaries while you're with your tribe. Don't allow other people to take your energy. People will be energy vampires if you let them. And here's a beautiful unicorn. Don't quit your daydreams. Don't quit your daydreams, says the unicorn. Number 19. And I'm going to read that one just for the hell of it. Don't quit your daydreams. I feel that right now. I feel that so strongly. Give yourself permission in every way. No one is going to grant you permission to follow your dreams and prescribe the path that you need to follow. Only you can do that, and it's your sacred charge to keep your dream alive. You were born with it. It has been gifted to you and relies on you to bring it into the world. Stay true. Hold that. Permit yourself love your own vision unabashedly. The kind of loyalty creates enthusiasm, which is contagious, and before you know it, you've left a river of permission in your wake for others who can drink from to restore their own belief. So by you believing in your dreams, other people in your wake can also believe in theirs. But first you have to believe in your own. You have to look beyond the surface. You have to look under the surface. You have to use your intuition. This is the high priestess energy. You have to practice curiosity. Instead of automatically saying, well, that person, da 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 da, let's get the cards out. Let's see how you have to practice curiosity. Show us how they have to practice curiosity, Spirit. Please. How do they have to practice curiosity? May I see, please? People are messy. Watch what you say. And it's time for anal. Alright, so people are messy, and you have to be careful what you say, because whatever you say, this person can be an asshole. So, what it says here is to practice curiosity. So instead of saying, they are so messy, all they do is make messes. They're unreliable and they're just messy. Instead of saying they're messy, say to yourself, this person is wounded in some way that's causing them to display this messiness. Let me look beyond the surface and see, why are they so messy? And watch what you say. I have to watch what I say because this person takes offense to every little thing I say and do. What under the surface is causing this person to make me have to watch what I say? And I have to protect my boundaries. And one of my boundaries is that I deserve to be able to say what I need to say. And so I'm not going to worry so much about their boundary here, but this is my boundary. I don't have to watch what I say. They have to watch how they respond to what I say, which means they don't need to be an asshole. So you might be in the wrong community, and right now you're just having to be your own community, okay? Alright, what's being hidden? And then I'm being told to get numerology next. To send a picture. Somebody sent you a picture secretly. And what's being shown? Do you really love them? And shut the fuck up. Somebody said shut the fuck up. I don't know where it goes, but the question is somebody sent you a picture secretly, and now you're asking yourself, do you really love them? And you're wanting them to shut the fuck up. Or they want you to, because they want you to watch what you say. Alright, what's going to happen next? You're going to work out, get hot and sweaty. You're going to either go all in or get the fuck out. You're going to sit back and relax because oral love is going to be in your future. That could be communication or it could be oral sex. And you're going to keep shit clean because gross bathrooms and dirty floors suck. And then on the bottom of the deck we have unplug. So you're also going to unplug something. And one of you is doing too many chores. So maybe you're going to unplug the vacuum cleaner. It's like, I'm doing way more than the other person. But why are you doing way more than the other person? What is it that's going on with the other person under the surface that you're having to do so much more? Are they working all the time or are they just lazy? Because there's a difference. And even some people who work all the time can come home and just be lazy. Okay? So keep that in mind. I was told to get Moonology, and I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the old Moonology deck first, and then we might use the newer one. This is a Moonology Orchid card. Alright, Spirit, show me what's going on. I'm stuck on this rug that's getting on my nerves. Alright, show me what's going on here. How did this happen, Spirit? May I see, please? What's going on here? Alright, what's going on? It's time to release negativity. Remember, let go of your negative thoughts. And it's time to give rather than receive. You need to balance your spirituality with practicality. There's a win-win outcome forecast. And you're going to bring love into the situation. So we have full moon in Scorpio, which we just had recently in, I think, May. And it was the time to release this negativity. All this negative self-talk needed to be reframed into something positive, and we needed to look a little deeper. It's time to give rather than take. Full new moon in Virgo. So somehow somebody's been taking and not giving anything back. And they're going to balance their spirituality with their practicality. So maybe somebody is so spiritually minded that they're no earthly good. And there's going to be a win-win outcome forecast. So something that's going to happen. Full moon in Libra is here. Full moon in Pisces is here. New moon in Virgo and full moon in Scorpio. With bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So by bringing love into these negative thoughts, it's going to help you to have peace, okay? Alright, what's being hidden? It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. And conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, and we just had this eclipse. So something about this eclipse made you feel like it was time to take action. Alright, and what's being shown? That's what's being kept secret. Is that luck is on your side, new moon in Sag, and a personal issue is reaching resolution, full moon in Cancer. So do you really love them is coming to a head. It's like you're going to reach a personal resolution when it comes to the question, do you really love them? And luck is on your side, okay? That's Sagittarius. Alright, and what's going to happen next? So you're thinking about leaving somebody, and you're finally going to come to that realization. Take time to breathe out. What's going to happen next is you're going to take a moment and take a breath out. You're going to take a break, a breather, if you will. Alright, what do you mean take a breather? Show the world the real you. So somehow you're hiding your true self. A new start is coming. Yeah, you're fixing to start something new. And there's a fiery climax approaching. So a fiery climax is the full moon in Aries again. So this Aries energy over here, the new moon in Aries, is making you take action. And it's bringing the end to something. And over here, you're gonna have luck. And it's going to help you to understand, do I really love this person? And you're going to breathe out, show the world the real you, because you're about to have a new beginning. And you're going to also have a fiery climax, which could be a fight. Something's coming to a head, though. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have step out of your comfort zone. So you're in your comfort zone here is what I see, okay? In this community that you're in your comfort zone. All right, let's see how this happened a little bit further. Somebody was escaping and they were like, you first, you know where you're finding, I'm not moving. If you want to go, go. I'm not going anywhere. My husband used to do that to me. I'm not leaving. This is my home. Somebody is escaping and somebody's feeling rejection. So they're drinking alcohol, drug use, food, sex, video games, whatever it is that they use, hunting, watching too much TV, you're playing on their phone too much, is causing you to feel rejection. All right, show me how this happened. Somebody learned some lessons and they erased somebody. I deleted everything that reminded me of you. So you erased somebody because you learned some lessons from this person. Or you tried to erase them. I don't think you were able to. What happened when they tried to erase them? You started escaping and rejecting this person and overthinking. So you were still with this person and you were trying to erase them. But what ended up happening is all this anxiety, and you were being encouraged at the very beginning to stop being anxious, to look below the surface, to think positively about the situation, to concentrate on your community, and to protect your boundaries. So somebody needs to protect their boundaries. All right, well, what's being hidden? It looked like you were hiding a person. Gossip is here. Yeah, competition is here, and somebody wants a divorce. So secretly you want a divorce because you have competition with somebody in secret. And there's gossip that nobody wants to hear about. You are in a love that's dying. The love that you're in is dying. Alright, let's find out what the tea is. I'm missing some tea cards. What? How am I missing so many key cards? Maybe we'll look at the other key cards. Interesting. They must be with the other key cards. Oh yeah, here they are. A whole bunch of key cards. Okay, here they are. We'll probably use both, but not at the same time. Alright, what's the T here when it comes to a competition and a divorce? Somebody has a hidden agenda and they're a player. So you have somebody in secret and you're actually a player. Or somebody does. Alright, what's the gossip that everybody wants to hear? But somebody's a player and they're a workaholic. So you don't want to hear it, but when this person's supposed to be working, they're actually having an affair. They're a cheater and a player. Alright, talk to me, Spirit, about the gossip. Something happened in the spring. Can you tell us what happened in the spring? Somebody was praying and believing, but somebody wouldn't return their love, and they were materialistic. So in the spring, somebody wouldn't return your love. You wanted them to love you, and you even had faith and believed and prayed that they would. But they didn't return your love. They were sorry but not sorry. They were unapologetic for being materialistic. Wow. They were unapologetic for being materialistic. So all they wanted you for was your money. And they were being fake. They were pretending to love you. Okay? Alright. Now, let's see what's going on with this deck. Decides they only wanted them for their money. Somebody's running away instead of fighting for what they love. So they're a coward also. Apparently you ran out of money. Parenting is here and running away. So they're running away because their children don't like you, because you don't like their children. And somebody's watching shit go down, enjoying the drama, eating popcorn, and watching somebody run away. Alright, what's this gossip? Somebody's jealous. Somebody's attracting like a moth to a flame. And somebody's busy. Alright, what else? What else, Spirit? Somebody needs to protect themselves because the sugar and the salt both look the same, and somebody's betraying you. Show me how they're being betrayed. Because they're total drama in action. And what does that mean? It means that it has something to do with their parenting, somebody being in their feelings, somebody needing anger management, and somebody setting the record straight because somebody is trash. Somebody's calling you trash and they're having to set the record straight. Somebody's keeping a promise. So what's the truth that you need to check yourself, because somebody is a purity hater? And this was a love story once upon a time. What's going on with the competition? That flew out. They're keeping a promise to the competition, and the police were involved. Anything else between these two? Somebody's falling apart because they needed to use sexual protection. Tantric sex is here, and depression. What's the truth about all of that? Somebody's fighting for what they love, and shit's about to pop off and go up in flames. Remember, a fiery climax approaches. What does that mean exactly? What's going to happen? Somebody's going to say, I need to spend time with my family, but they're going to get caught up cheating because they're a copycat, and they're going to make you a fake apology when you catch them. You're going to investigate them having family time. You're going to catch them cheating. Somehow copycat is involved. They're going to have a fake apology, and they're investigating. You may have cheated and now they're cheating. Clarify, copycat. Somebody's having arguments and putting people in their place because of a date. Caution. Why should we be cautious? Because somebody's about to kick you to the curb. They've been burning the evidence and doing drugs. So they don't want you there anymore because they're doing drugs and they have somebody new that they want to be with. Anything else we need to know out of this deck right here? Somebody is going to say, I'm sorry, but they're not sorry. Or maybe they are sorry for a third party. And I pinky promise you, I won't do it again. Somebody's ignoring me. And I was seeking and looking for somebody, but I found somebody who was dominant and manipulative, and now they're locked down. So what's the other person's response going to be? In the winter, they're going to be cold, and separated. They're going to leave you. The fall is here also. They've been putting up with you for a lot of seasons, and they're over you is what it looks like to me. Alright, they're tired of people doing drugs. They're tired of you cheating, and they're over it. No wonder they're thinking so negatively. I would be thinking negative too if all of that was going on. One more time, Spirit says. Somebody's a great actor and they like to work out. We saw that. Somebody likes to work out and somebody else is a great actor. Why is great actor here? Because this was a love story once upon a time and somebody is centered and aligning themselves with the universe. This was a love story. Why are they putting on a show? Because they want to run away because somebody's outdated and you already know the tea. They're tired of this and they want out. They're going to find a way out. Their love is dying. Alright. So, show me what's being shown then. That somebody needs friend support. They feel haunted. Why are they haunted? Because they've been in denial. Denial about what? Taking it slow, having differences, missing you, and fighting it. So they miss you, but somebody's cold as ice. Why are they cold as ice? Because it's true love, and they're tired of being hurt by you being with somebody else. And what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to have a fling with only you. They're telepathic. And it has something to do with work. Outcome of that relationship. They're going to have a fling. They're going to have another love triangle. And they're on the verge of telling you that they're in love with this other person. Don't lose hope. What do you mean, don't lose hope? I'm on the verge. Because I have a new love who forever changed my life without even trying. And I'm unchanged by all this bullshit you've done to me. That's what it looks like it's saying. Alright, now, let's pull some tarot on this. Show me how this happened, please. Somebody was internally conflicted about a Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or it could be a Sagittarius. And they were fair and balanced in their approach to this relationship. And they wanted to move forward. But you wouldn't move forward with them. Or you were trying to, but they hadn't healed yet. It looks like you wanted to move forward with this person, but they hadn't healed yet. How do they feel now? They're awakening to the fact that they can have stability with you. And somebody is watching. Oh, dating came out also. So they want to date their true love. They're watching you and they're awakening that they realize they need to choose a path, that you're healing and it's time for them to make a move on you so they can have stability. What's being hidden? A relationship with somebody new. That they work with this person. They're undecided, though, about a sexual encounter. Why are they undecided about that? Because of a wheel and taming their hunger. What do you mean a wheel? Cancer's here. Hiding their feelings. So somebody's hiding their feelings and they feel like this is forbidden. They're deep hiding their feelings. Is it forbidden? Somebody's not taking love. This is almost over. This dark night of the soul is almost over. What happens when it's over? They're going to want to come towards you with love. Alright, and what's being shown Whoa. What's being shown is that they do want to go on a date with you. They actually have had some anxiety around this. Why are they anxious about this date? Starting the wrong deck a lot. Two of them. Because they feel like it's not the right time, but that you're worth waiting for. But they're afraid you're going to move on. Will they move on? No, they won't. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to reevaluate this situation and to see it correctly. Right now, you're not seeing it correctly. What's the correct way to see it? That they are divinely guided to put up boundaries right now with you because of hurt. Or because you've hurt them because of a karmic partner, and it's time. It's time for what? Ooh, somebody has a money focus. What do you mean it's time for a money focus? This is causing you to feel imprisoned. You want to move somewhere new. You are passionately wanting to move somewhere new and get out of this prison you're in because of this money focus. You're soul searching about how to do it. What's going to be the outcome? You're going to eliminate somebody and somebody's frozen. Why are they frozen? Because they've been online dating. Outcome of all of that. They're divorcing this person. Whoa. All of that came out in reverse. Let me see what it says. It says they want to go to the next stage with this person they're in love with. They want to marry them or have a higher level commitment. They know this can lead to everything, and this is a high profile lover. How does the high profile lover feel about them? The high-profile lover feels like they've been waiting a really long time and manifesting you for a very long time to clean up this karma that you're dealing with. Ghosting on the bottom of the deck. Will they clean up the karma? They're going to stand their ground. What does that mean? There's going to be a lie. Clarify the lie. Somebody's going to tell a lie. There's a King of Wands and a Tower. Clarify the King of Wands and the Tower. Sagittarius is here. Being unawakened. Their happiness is here. Why are they happily unawakened? Because of the King of Pentacles. And they have no choice because they work with this person. So what's going to be the outcome? The Queen of Cups. What about the Queen of Cups? She doesn't know what she wants to do. She's in denial about it. And she's on some kind of chemicals. Yeah. She's the one who's escaping. It feels like it's not the right time. But she likes to party. And this is almost over. She's going to hurt somebody because she wants to be alone. And she's probably going to leave somebody out in the cold by breaking their heart. And there's going to be an exciting message about this. That you don't see your part in things. You don't heal. You don't want a relationship. You don't love me. And I'm tired of being juggled. And I'm tired of being lied to. Alright, what would you say out of here, Spirit? Finances are affecting this connection and somebody needs healing. Alright, what else? There's a twin flame. Be patient. It's a friend of yours. It's true love. Use your intuition. They have integrity. And you can be completely vulnerable and opened up to this person. Beautiful reading, guys. Beautiful reading. Alright, let's see how the angels are helping you here. Angels, how are you helping here? Manifestation and communication. So you will be getting communication from this person. Anything else? Somebody's going to surrender. They're going to stop pulling out and push into God. Your music is here. Your healing is here. You're feeling the vibes. There's going to be forgiveness and miracles. Beautiful reading, guys. And nature. Make sure you're staying grounded. All right, let's see what this twin flame would say to you out of this deck. What would the twin flame say? I just fell asleep. You just fell asleep on the phone. Good night. What else would they say? They would say, I don't trust you. I'm not a good person. I'm a shitty individual. That's because you're with somebody else. What would the other person say? I can't love you the way that I want. Anything else? I can't send this. Why, Lord? What is it you can't send, baby? I just want honesty. Why do you keep lying to me? I don't even want a relationship. I just want you to call me. Any chance this will come together? I often wonder how you feel about me, and I think I miss you. With, I wish I would have talked to you when I had the chance. Alright, let's look at one more thing here. Show me where Divine Masculine is here. Divine Masculine is understanding. Understanding what? That they need to be released from a karmic partner and get over them. Where's Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine is forgiving and bringing justice. Alright, and what's connecting the two? Somebody wants to make an offer, but they're awakening to the fact that they're bound. So what are they going to do? The 5D is helping. Card in the wrong, death alert. Somebody's health is a factor, and they're manifesting. Alright, what's the 5D up to here? The 5D is helping them to learn lessons about being a victim. And what's going to be the outcome? There's a barrier. They're being guided. What do you mean being guided when it comes to a barrier? Be patient. There's going to be destruction and inner child. What do you mean inner child destruction? Something that happened last summer. What's going to be the outcome? The answer is going to be yes to the twin flame. And the fall is here. With being admired. This is on pause right now, but somebody's heart is broken. Why do they have to wait till the fall? Because somebody's observing them. The fall is the right time, and somebody's working on their pride and ego. Clarify working on their ego. It has to do with them being stuck and admiring you and taking off their masks. So they have to stop pretending. Will they stop pretending? They're going to recognize that they abandoned you, or that they shouldn't have abandoned you. What are they going to do about that? Return. End this and return so they can be with you and be with their tribe. And how might that work out? They're going to take action and compromise. What do you mean compromise? They have big dreams. They received something that's going to give them the ability to make a fresh start. And they have memories. They're healing. Clarify the memories. The memories are that they've been seeing signs of devotion. Clarify the signs of devotion. It has to do with a third party in reverse, a soulmate last winter, and being separated. Home in the wrong deck, doing shadow work, having union, being by yourself. Divine Feminine is here with free will because of deception, regret. This is on pause, and she wants to go in a new direction. Alright, what direction does Divine Feminine want to go in? May we see, please? What direction does Divine Feminine want to go in? She's been in her comfort zone. She's had lack and doubt, and she's having dreams. Dreams about what? I'm having the courage to change. And what is she hiding? She's hiding the fact that she wants to start something new and that she wants an offer of love because last winter she was rejected. Alright. Clarify the offer of love and the new opportunity. This is what's going to be transformed. She's going to have the freedom to take a leap this summer. And what's being shown? Nostalgia, a spark, and disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Can you show me with who? Somebody's having an epiphany about being in their North Node and having too much ego. And what's going to happen next? There's going to be a union. Can you show me more about the union? There's going to be some hot action and courage from Jupiter to start a new beginning with Mercury here and somebody being open to receive their love. Can you show me who this is? Oh my God, it's Divine Feminine, the twin flame, their wish fulfillment in divine timing. And there's a third party here with stability. Why is the third party here with stability? Because this person is illusions and confusion. This third party has illusions and confusion about stability. What's the truth about their stability? They're projecting. Their spirit guides are not helping them because they're wearing a facade about their beliefs and they won't forgive. There's a decision that has to be made. Clarify the twin flame. Right now, somebody's separated and longing. What's going to be the outcome? This third party is going to be over, and somebody's going to make a decision. Clarify the decision. The decision is going to be a contract, career, or commitment, nurturing and compassion, and an Ace of Cups. Somebody new. Can you clarify somebody new? It's somebody who's been closed off, who's had a lot of regret. They've been at a distance, but they're beginning to love themselves. And anything else we can know about this person? They are about their family, home, and commitment. Alright, what about their family, home, and commitment? They've been avoiding this. And what are they going to do instead of avoid it? May I see, please? They're attracted. What do you mean they're attracted? There's going to be a divine intervention because of some seeds that were planted that caused them to be guarded. They want to be honest about the truth. Who wants to be honest about the truth? It's going to be an unexpected storm. Clarify that storm. There's toxicity. Somebody's not taking care of themselves. They're suffering. They have a lot of fear, but chemistry. Why do they have all that chemistry? Because their spirit guides are assisting them to bring justice to the situation. And what would that look like? That would look like somebody being present, abundant, in gratitude. And guess who it is? It's divine masculine. With their higher self helping them to get there. Any guidance you can give us from this deck for divine masculine? What is your world mirroring back to you, divine masculine? And stop waiting and start living. What about divine feminine? Divine Feminine, the minute you start putting your focus elsewhere, you're going to run into them. They're just having fun, so should you. And you know the truth, and that's all that matters. With Divine Feminines, don't grovel. Get creative. You didn't imagine it, and the dark side of the moon is in the wrong jack. Yeah, you've been through some dark times, baby, and it's time for you to have some fun, to have some good times in life. You deserve to have some good times in life. Alright, guidance out of here, please. One card, please, for guidance out of here. One card, please, for guidance. Thank you so very much. Same freaking card, y'all. I cannot believe this. The same two cards keep coming out for y'all. Shaman of Skulls, number 34. Same two cards. In your heart, you've been asking for something different, something more, and the universe is answering your prayers. You do not need to be afraid of the changes happening or that are going to happen for you. They're part of the answer from the universe. You might feel uncertain because you cannot see how it's all going to work out, but you know that the universe is caring for you and will provide a way to move through this transition with grace. You are not crazy for willingly enter this experience. There is nothing that you need to avoid and so much that you can gain. Spiritual guidance. Something is ending. Something that has meant a lot to you. Maybe it's a relationship, a phase of your life, an identity that no longer serves you. Maybe it's an inner ending that you cannot quite articulate, but you feel nonetheless. This is a symbolic death with a greater purpose. The shaman is spiritually trained to overcome the fear of symbolic death. And instead of avoiding endings, to willingly go through them with the awareness that the ending is simply the other side of a beginning. The shaman learns that endings happen when something new wishes to be born. The shaman knows that this is ultimately for new wishes to be born. The shaman knows that ultimately for good and has compassion for the human mind that may still feel good and has compassion for the human mind that may still feel very uncomfortable and restraint to the process. So even whilst we may accept the change, even with gratitude, our minds might feel uncertain and afraid. We might feel confused and try to cling to what is ending. These are neutral human responses to loss, especially when we sense that loss is irreversible and that life will never be quite the same.
I'm going, Kirsty.
Okay, see you later.
Okay.
That life will never quite be the same again. Be patient with yourself. Be kind, but also know that new life is happening for you. Avoiding a higher purpose and loving plan. Your life is meant to change at this time. Be encouraged. From the ashes of the symbolic death you shall rise again. Sacred ritual. Place your hands lightly on either side of your head and say aloud, "This sacred skull holds the light of wisdom, shining unconditional divine love in all directions. Now use your fingers to gently massage your head all over, including under your jaw and behind your ears, allowing your head to feel relaxed." And then we have Peonia, number 27. Peonia. This is about your abundance, being blessed with abundance. You are now being blessed with prosperity, abundance, and creativity. To enhance this time of joy and amplify your experience of grace, practice gratitude. Simply be happy for what you have and is being given to you. The universe loves to keep on giving to those who are grateful and happy to receive, and who give back to life from a heart with gratitude and a positive attitude. There is such a healing time for you. This is such a healing time for you. The healer within is awakening, and your ability to give and receive healing energy is becoming more potent, more powerful. Your soul connection to animals, plants, and crystals will support your healing and increase your energy to attract and create positive life experiences for yourself and others. Remember, there's going to be a storm warning, but there's going to be inner child. I think you're going to help people with inner child healing, some of you. Alright, are you part woman, part fairy queen? It's that gleam of beautiful brightness, magic, and flirtatious mischief in your eyes. You are catching the light. If any person or situation makes you feel less than the stunning true self that you are, then take a moment and affirm the truth of your beauty, your magic, and your otherworldly charm. Remember that you are a glittering creature with so much to offer. Peonia, the fairy queen of the peony flower, brings you an abundance of beautiful blessings to assist you to fulfill your divine destiny. Renewal after a deep and profound loss. The sweetness of romance, love, and feminine beauty. And special blessings for healing and recognition of the feminine healing beauty. The special blessing in healing and restoration of the body, mind, and soul. The fairy folk are interested in you. They see that you have the ability for healing and saving the environment, for awakening higher consciousness in others through art, music, dance, or any other way that you use your plants, animals, and crystals. Dance, or the way that you are with plants, animals, and crystals. In recognition and encouragement to your spiritual purpose and talents, Peonia brings you abundance and prosperity. She brings you talents. Peonia brings you abundance and prosperity. She brings you happiness and love, and even, if your heart truly desires it, fame for the future. The Earth Mother and her Fae creatures are encouraging you and approaching you wholeheartedly to find and fulfill your life purpose. Sacred ritual. If you're able to, listen to sounds in nature, alive and in the moment. And if not, use music to do that now. Close your eyes and really listen. Your soul can hear fairies speaking within the sounds of music. They whisper and sing of magic and beauty and grace, and enter the world feeling gratitude in your heart for these beautiful blessings, and imagine them filling your heart and the hearts of all beings. This is beautiful. You guys have a special mission, this Lifeline, a very special mission. And I want to see what your best friends would say. What would Divine Masculine's best friend say, Spirit? Say thank you to your body and remember who you are. What would Divine Feminine's best friend say? Call it, but. Call it, but. What doesn't, wait a minute. What does your heart tell you? No. Call it out. Call it out. What does your heart tell you? Call it out. What does your heart tell you? And what would this karmic partner's best friend say to them? Buy it. You are more than enough. Buy it. You are more than enough. So remember, they were materialistic. I guess that's what that means. All right, let's pull some trinkets. Dice, please. QEJLNFV, numerology dice, and the number 10. TIJNMVK4, numerology for Cancer. Not numerology, astrology. J12, Aries, FTPEED. So we have feed, peed, Jed, number 12. Number 7, MCDTEMT, Gemini. T2OCCBND, Sagittarius. JDTLLN, Cancer, C. One more time. Sagittarius, L12DNOPUC. Alright, now, trinkets for this reading. Perfect trinkets, please. I got a whole bunch of them on the table over here. I have another astronomy dice, a charging crystal, a music note with a skull. I choose strength, a shell, an EKG with a heart, an elephant, a piece of crystal, an arrow that says love, a little kid, a leaf for the fall, a bunny with a racket, a little girl, an elephant, a lotus flower, a teddy bear with another bear, and the damn engagement ring of all things. Damn. Alright. Trinkets in this way, please. Alright, I have drive safe, I need you here with me. Black tourmaline, a piece of crystal, a light bulb, a Star of David, hi David, a handcuff that's broken, remember the police, a tower, and a feather, an infinity sign, an elephant, and every fair from fair sometimes declines. Live, laugh, and love. Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and love more than you know. A crescent moon with a fairy, a world, a cash sign, and a sailboat. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.